Guys, welcome to MotorBrothers. Today we're going to talk about the most anticipated cars of 2018 and 2019. So some of these cars have been released at the auto shows and some haven't yet. So my little brother is going to ask some questions about these cars and I'm going to explain it to you.
There's this really cool car called the Lamborghini Urus. Is it like a good car? I don't know if it's good. I just know it's cool.
Well, the Lamborghini Urus is supposed to be a really good car. It's supposed to be the fastest SUV in the world.
Fast?
Yeah. So since it's a Lamborghini, Lamborghini decided to put it um on the on a track called the Nürburgring. So the Nürburgring is like basically the track where all the cars prove that they're the fastest. Um the Lamborghini Urus is supposed to prove that it is the fastest SUV in
Is
the
it gonna
world.
be like an electric car or gasoline?
No, the Lamborghini Urus is going to be powered by a twin turbo V8 that's supposed to produce like 600 horsepower.
That's actually not that much for such a fast car.
Yeah, it's not that much, but I think the Lamborghini Urus is really lightweight, so it might be able to handle the top
Like how
speed.
much does it weigh?
I don't know. Like Lamborghini haven't given the figures yet. Maybe later on they'll give the figures for
Like
it.
what do you think?
Like maybe 4,200 pounds, which is actually really light for an
For an
SUV.
SUV that big, yeah.
Compared to the Bentley Bentayga, which is the supposed to be the Urus's main competitor, that only has 600 horsepower and that weighs 5,000 pounds.
Wait, so 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
But
And
is the Lamborghini still luxurious?
yeah, the Lamborghini Urus is supposed to be really luxurious and it's supposed to start at 200K.
So
Um,
that's a better buy than the Bentayga, right?
yeah, but I think through options, it will start to cost a lot more. And it's supposed to be a super capable SUV. It's really good in the snow and the sand.
How do you
Lamborghini,
do that when you still got speed? Like,
well, Lamborghini proved this by releasing two videos really recently. One was released today and one was released like 4 days ago. What the one released 4 days ago was where the Urus was in the sand, and another one was where the Urus was in the snow.
in the snow.
Yeah, it's really good in the snow.
Like,
So
in the ice, is it good? Or did it not show that?
well, it's in good like in the snow. Like if you're in like a snowstorm or something, you can trust the Lamborghini Urus.
Wow, you could trust a Lamborghini in snow.
Well, this is a really capable SUV, so
Is this like the only capable Lamborghini? Pretty much.
well, um, the hype for the Lamborghini SUV started because of the introduction of the L002, which was the first Lamborghini SUV. That was like a super crazy car. It had a V12 engine and it produced like 485 horsepower. Um
45?
485.
Oh.
So people really liked that car and that's why there was a lot of hype for it.
Why didn't you just make a second LM002?
Well, there was some practicality issues with that.
Uh, I thought Lamborghini made a different car too. Like, I forgot the name, but with the university, they made one.
Oh yeah. So Lamborghini made an electric supercar called the Terzo Millennio. Collaborated with MIT since MIT is really smart. And they wanted the input from MIT. So they made the Terzo Millennio because they wanted to make a lot of money because they actually been in the electrified supercar industry before. They actually introduced a concept for it. It was called the Asterion.
What happened to the Asterion?
Well, it was too slow compared to its competitors. It only had a top speed of 199 while the competitors reached like 214 and 217
Wow,
miles
that's
per hour.
fast.
Yeah, that's really fast. So I think Lamborghini is taking a second chance, but going full electric. So
Wait, so the Asterion was only a hybrid?
yeah, the Asterion was only a hybrid. It made like 897 horsepower and it looked really good. So
Did it have wing doors like a lot of Lamborghinis?
no, it actually didn't have wing doors.
Me? Okay. But Jeep made a new car too, right? Like not a new car, but they made a new model for the Wrangler.
Yeah, so Jeep recently introduced some pictures for the new Jeep Wrangler. So they didn't really change that much, but they did add some more horsepower into the Pentastar V6, making it from 285 um to the 300
That's
range.
still not that much.
That's still not that much, but um even the current one, which only has 285 horsepower, um after a really long time, Jeep is finally reintroducing the Jeep Wrangler.
How long has it been?
Like really long, like almost 13 years.
Wow, why didn't they change it in that time?
Well, the Jeep design is a super iconic design, and the one they're going to release isn't actually that different. It's just supposed to have some LEDs, and it's supposed to have around 300 horsepower from the
So,
Pentastar V6.
they made like a Cherokee Trackhawk or something. Are they gonna make a Wrangler version of that?
I actually don't think there's going to be a Wrangler track clock because I don't think the Wrangler platform can handle it because already the Cherokee platform was really stressed and Jeep took like 2 years to develop that car. So I don't think Jeep is going to
So, is the
um
car fast all in all?
the Jeep Wrangler isn't very fast, but it's really good at off-roading and rock crawling because the current one only has 285 horsepower and it's really good at off-roading.
Wait, so you were talking about the Urus before. Is this better than the Urus? Or about the same?
I think the Jeep Wrangler, since it's so focused on off-roading, I think this would be a better car for off-roading, but the Urus is also super capable.
So those LEDs, are they like really powerful or like not such a big difference?
Not really that big of a difference, but I think the Jeep Wrangler does look a little bit smaller, in my opinion. And there's a little bit change, but you can still kind of notice it.
Hey, didn't this company, I forget the name of, make this mega expensive electric car? Starts with some R or something.
Oh yeah. So remember the Terzo Millennio I was talking about? The main reason Lamborghini made that car was to make like money off of it because there was a company called Remic and they made a car called the Concept 1, which you may have heard of because um Richard Hammond, the presenter for Grand Tour, he actually crashed that car, and Remix sold 7 examples, and they sold like each like at $2 million. So
Like
that's why
how
Lamborghini,
far, I mean, how long would it take, how long did it take to sell all the models?
like really quick, they were sold out. That's why Lamborghini wanted to like make an electric supercar because they saw opportunity for money
So
making.
if I go ask them for a car, I can't get one.
Yeah, you can't get. Oh well, the Terzo Millennial, since it was just shown, I don't think there was some orders, but maybe there were. But I think it's going to be developed like later. It was just shown, and it wasn't really like that official. It was just shown to like some of the public.
Wait, is the Terzo Millennial, is that how it's gonna actually look, or are they gonna make some changes to the production model?
I think there would be some small changes, but I expect it to be basically the same.
And Chevrolet made a new type of car, Corvette, right?
Yeah. So Chevrolet is supposed to introduce two types of models. One that's been revealed in Dubai really recently, 2 days ago. It's called the ZR1. The ZR1 is super fast. It's supposed to be make like have a top speed of 210 miles per hour.
210.
Yeah. And
Like
that's
how much faster is that from the old Corvette?
so the old the Z06 only does 186 miles per
So
hour.
it's a huge difference.
Yeah. Plus the one of the competitors is the 570S and that only makes like 570
Seriously, the
horsepower.
570 is like way more expensive than the Corvette, and it's still slower.
Yeah, it's still slower. The Corvette
Then the
ZR1 is
Corvette
supposed to make 755 horsepower and 680 pound-feet of torque.
is a Corvette like limited to only like a few models that you
No,
could buy.
no. It's going to cost around 120K, and it's going to be sold in very high numbers. If you want to learn more about the ZR1, you can check out carandriver.com.
So they made a new Ford is gonna make the Bronco come alive again, right?
Yeah, so Ford actually made a car called the Bronco, and that's supposed to compete with the Jeep Wrangler, and it's supposed to be super capable at off-roading too, and they might even make a Raptor version of it.
So the 570S, is it like a good car because of the Corvette? I don't think it's a good car.
Well, it's a good car, but the ZR1, um, like a more appropriate competitor for the ZR1 would probably be the new GT2 RS, which is a new Porsche, and they actually set the lap record at the Nürburgring. But the ZR1 hasn't been lapped around the Nürburgring yet, so we don't know which one is faster.
Hey, what was that car that John Cena bought like a few days ago?
Yeah, so John Cena, he bought a car called the Ford GT, which is actually onto our next car. Chevy is introducing a car that has been talked about since basically the Corvette's release, the mid-engined Corvette. So the mid-engined Corvette, when like the rumors were starting, people were thinking it was supposed to be the C7 ZR1, but obviously it's not. The C7 ZR1 is
So what's the
front
difference
engine.
between the front engine car and the mid engine car?
Well, the mid-engine cars can handle more power and they can like corner much better, allowing for better acceleration and like better lap times. So now people like know that it's not the C7 ZR1. Many people are suspecting that like it's the new C8
Wait,
Corvette.
would this cost around the same price or a little more?
Yeah, I will probably cost like 130K, maybe even 140K, which is pushing the limits for the Corvette, but it's still nothing compared to the Ford GT, which is like 450K.
So how much faster is this car than the normal one? That one that released in Dubai a few days ago.
Power Figures hasn't been released yet for the mid-engine Corvette, but the engine can probably handle a lot. And it's probably going to come out soon because it was recently seen at McDonald's testing, and this shows it's ready for like customer use. So maybe in a few more months they're going to reveal it.
So there's this car. It's the 720S. It came out like a long time ago, but I don't know much about it. Like, is it good? It looks kind of weird.
Well, the 720S is supposed to be the competitor for the ZR1, and it's priced really high, but it's not like a really appropriate competitor for the ZR1. Sort of like the 488 GTB is probably more appropriate. Like I was saying before, the GT2 RS is more track focused, while the McLaren 720S you can like take it out like whenever. It's like a daily driver type car.
Wait, so is this 720S like how much faster is it than the Corvette or how much slower is it than the Corvette?
Well, the Corvette is probably going to go as fast or maybe even slower than the um, McLaren 720S because it actually weighs like it's supposed to weigh like 4,000 pounds, and while the McLaren 720S only weighs 2,800 pounds, um, this makes like a really big like difference because even though the 720S makes less horsepower, the ZR1 is still way heavier.
The R8, will they make like a new model because it's been out for a while now?
So the R8, it's not I think they are going to make a new model, but like maybe like in 3 more years. But I think it's always going to be a part of the um Audi family.
So the Ford GT, is that like it came out a long time ago too, but are they gonna make another model of that like in the next 10 years?
I don't think the 4GT will be reintroduced. Probably like in, yeah, 10 years might seem plausible, but Ford is only selling 750 units of their 4G, current 4GT. So it might be, the new one might be really hard to get.
The Chiron, they made like this other version of the Chiron, a more sporty version.
Yeah, so the original concept for the Chiron was the Chiron Gran Turismo, which is um which was actually sold to a buyer, and it's a super fast car, and it's like it has all these spoilers and stuff, and it's really cool.
Does it still have like all those luxury leather inside or anything?
I think the Gran Turismo is like a strict racing car and it's much lighter than the Chiron.
So they Hennessy made a new car, right?
Yeah, Hennessy recently unveiled a new car called the Hennessy Venom F5 last week at the SEMA show.
Wait, so is it on the same platform and everything of a different car, or they made this car from like
Well, it's
scratch?
based off the Lotus platform, but like the bodywork and stuff, it's like their own bodywork. And it's supposed to be super light. So it's 1600 kilograms and 1600 horsepower, making it a one to
That's
one
so
ratio.
light.
Yeah, that is light. 1600 kilograms is about like 3200 pounds, which is actually really light in the car world since it makes 1600 horsepower.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and it's supposed to break the 300 mile per hour barrier, destroying the Bugatti
So
Chiron.
does it look nice?
It looks really nice.
So how fast does it go? Like it goes like more than 300 miles per hour, but 0 to 60 times.
0 to 60 times would probably be 2 seconds flat or even maybe 1.9.
Can you go any faster than that, or is there any limit or anything?
I don't, I think it can probably go like barely faster than 300 miles per hour because it's hard to go like 300 miles per hour. Or it might even go like in the 290 mile per hour range. Well, that's all we have for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.
Thank you for watching more than 300.